Oh yeah,
Square Enix is no longer PlayStation exclusive. I mean that's it. That is that's the breadth of the news. Basically, they lost 69.7% year over year on profit. So that's quite a big drop off in profit. And they've decided, no, you know what? Actually, we are, and quote, going to aggressively pursue a multi-platform strategy that includes Nintendo platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, and PCs. And
yeah,
I say good
yep,
because I've got a PC and I don't want to buy a games console. Basically,
yeah.
I like
Uh,
turtles.
not only that, but they also pretty much fired their entire Western staff.
did they? I did not see that.
Yes. Yep. So that's something else that came out today. They basically fired their
Wow.
entire Western staff, and they're keeping it all Japanese people in base. You know, especially after the debacle of Forspoken, which they lost tons and tons of money on. They're not listening to no more of this DEI woke crap, and they're not going to be exclusive, which is good because Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which I think is a contender for Game of the Year. That game is freaking phenomenal. You literally pay $70 and you could, and I'm at like 305 hours of gameplay
Jesus.
into this game. There's so much stuff to do. And I love the characters. I love the story. There's no woke crap garbage in there. Uh, the gameplay is awesome. It's not a perfect game. It's got some issues. I got some issues with the game, but all in all, it is a great game. And it being an exclusive to PS5 has definitely hurt it because PS5 there when the remake came out, there was way more PS4s out there, and we were in a pandemic. So, I mean, it sold like hotcakes.
Mm.
And now PS5's out, and there's just not as many PS5s out there as there were PS4s. And of course, this is exclusive. But thank goodness they only did a 3-month exclusive with this one instead of a 1-year exclusive like they did with remake. So this will end up, I believe, coming out on Xbox and PC, probably Steam and stuff. And I encourage anybody that's a fan of the franchise to definitely play this game because you can basically get the first one and the second one bundled for the same price. Is just the regular. Well, I think it might be like $10 more or something. So pretty much for like $80, you can get 2 games that will give you hundreds of hours of stuff to do in gameplay. So yeah, good move on their part. Moving to multi-platform way of thinking, because the exclusive stuff, the console wars are over. Xbox is dying. PlayStation keeps making dumb decisions and dumb moves. They're going to end up killing themselves off. Nintendo's kind of in their own little world, doing their own thing. They don't really have any competition from what they're doing. I think they'll always be around. But yeah, this is good for Square. The fact that they're doing this and that they fired all their Western staff.
Yes, I did not know this. So yeah, Square Enix to lay off employees in American and European offices.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. They're getting so much chatter in the ear about the direction that they need to go in, and they got to change with the times. They're hearing all this crap from all this westernized DEI stuff that they're sick of it. They see that it's not working. They're seeing companies literally getting destroyed. They see the Bud Lights, that they see all these other game companies. They see what happened with Forspoken, who they were a publisher for. They weren't the creator of the game, but they did publish the game. So yeah, they're getting out, and they're getting back back down to their roots, it looks like. And I'm pulling for them. I like them as a company. I mean, they've made some of the most memorable games of all time, that I grew up with and played. So I like them as a company. And I'm glad that they're doing this.
Culture.
Great move.
Well, I have recorded a video on this. I don't think it's up on my channel yet, but to me, it's just not surprising. The percentage of profit loss, the dollars and cents that were the difference here, were so shockingly, poor that they had to do something different. Yeah. PlayStation's exclusivity, the forcing people into the PlayStation Network and everything else, isn't paying off. And exclusivity only works if you get a giant check up front for your game, or there has to be a mutual benefit. And at this point, it's not there anymore.
So funny. Look, apparently, after the news was shared, the company barred access to many of its internal Slack channels. The wave of layoffs would mean that Square Enix is joining the ranks of companies of all shapes and sizes that were spent the last year eliminating thousands of jobs across the globe. Yeah, because they can function without them. So these people are dead weight, obviously.
Yeah.
Yep. Going forward, the company will be downplaying exclusive releases. You would know that anyway. I mean, that's crazy. After several months of analysis and discussion among our leadership team, we have made the difficult decision to restructure our Western organization. This restructuring will unfortunately include a reduction in the overall number of roles across America and Europe. We're grateful to the talented Square Enix team members who will be leaving us, and we will support them during this transition.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll all get severance packages and they'll go on about their business, and they'll send them away. But yeah, they're doing it, and at this point, they really don't got much of a choice.
Good for them, though. Like this will see them actually become profitable again, I think.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and once they start, because pretty soon they'll end up announcing Final Fantasy 16 on PC and possibly Xbox. They'll do the same with Rebirth on PC and possibly Xbox. Once it moves to those other platforms, hopefully they'll be able to recoup some more money. To downsize the loss that they're at right now currently.
It's an unsustainable model. I mean, you're paying out, the equivalent of a movie to make these games, and some of them move absolutely peanuts in terms of units.
Yeah,
you can't pay $100 to $200 million to develop a game and then it sell $100 million worth. I mean, that's nah.
Yeah, because I mean they've worked on the remake they worked on for 5 years. This one they worked on for 4 years. That's 4 years of development. Paying all these people these yearly salaries and everything. I mean, yeah. These AAA titles are expensive. Now, one thing I think that's going to help them is their mobile gaming division, and then the stuff that they're doing over on the Nintendo Switch, which is a lot of the 2D pixel RPG type games that a lot of people, I've not played them personally, but they get good reviews and they get good numbers, and they're way cheaper. They're a fraction of the cost to develop and make than these huge AAA full 3D, 4K, 60 frames a second, type AAA games with, that are massive. I mean, these games are massive. This isn't a sit down and you play it for, 15, 20 hours and boom, you got the game beat. No.
They should just do another. They should create a pixelated side scroller. That would genuinely sell like hotcakes.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, people would be well into.
Yep, like an HD pixel, 2D side scrolling.
Just a side scroller game. People love side scrollers.
Yep. Yeah, I do. Hell, I just bought the new Sonic the Hedgehog on PlayStation. That's all in HD graphics and stuff, and it's side scroller. I love side scrollers.
There you go. Anything else to add to this, guys, before we shuffle on?
I just think this is in a broader sense, kind of an alarm we should all be seeing for gaming across the board, especially AAA gaming. I think this is just kind of an indicative or predictive of what's going to happen in the very near future. Because I think even more layoffs are headed this way.
Yeah, and the thing is, the console exclusives, that was a thing, you know, when Nintendo, Sony, and Xbox were all fighting each other and battling, you know, to be the top contender, that they would pay to get these console exclusives. You know, that just doesn't work in today's time. And they're starting to figure that out, and that's why another reason they're just moving away from it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go, guys.